Hi everybody and welcome to Get A Tradesman today. So today I thought I'd speak to you about what are the common problems with double glazing and how can you fix them. Well, there aren't that many common problems, and most of the basic common problems are pretty damn simple to replace or to resolve. So what are the main problems that you can ever get with double glazing? One, handles break. Simple. You either go to your hardware shop, you go to people that you bought them off, they'll replace the handles. Hinges, all those types of things, pretty basic to return, to fix. Somebody breaks the window. Unfortunately, you're going to have to phone up a glazier who's going to come out and replace the glass. Or option two, you either go to a glazier or a home improvement company, somebody like Angling, Safedale, come to a website like mine, okay, and they'll help you get prices to replace the whole unit. So that's the other option. Okay, what other things can go wrong? Seals can go. Sometimes that happens with wear and tear. But the biggest problem, and this is the problem that really gets to me, okay, now, depending on the person I am. So when I used to knock on doors, because I used to be a canvasser, okay, used to target houses where you could see there's condensation in the windows, you know, where it looks all kind of cloudy and you can see the smearings down the glass, all that type of stuff. So prime time for that is when the cold weather's happening and in the summer, to be honest. And a double glazing door canvasser is going to target houses like that. And the fundamental problem is, why does it happen? Now, there are two main reasons it really can happen. Number one is the windows are blown. You know, there's no more gas or air between the two panes of glass, because if you don't know how double glazing works, and it's quite simple, a bit of science involved, but it's nothing complicated. Two panes of glass, in between them panes of glass is gas. There's no longer any gas in there. And what's the gas's job? It's basically to keep the temperature pretty even at the end of the day. It's what it's supposed to do, because you've got cold air outside, hot air inside. If they both meet, okay, you create condensation. Okay, and that's why there's gas put in between them to try and keep it even at the end of the day. Now, what can be done? Well, there's a few things that can be done. Okay, and if you move away from listening to the likes of Temu or all these stupid products that are on TikTok, which aren't going to work, and you're just being sold to at the end of the day, which, before you all start shouting at your screens, I'm guilty of at the end of the day. Okay, what can you actually physically do that's not going to cost you an absolute fortune, end up hitting your bank, and you're going to end up wasting your money? Well, I think the classic one recently I saw, and it actually made me laugh, and I got so agitated and irritated about it. I actually did a video for smart home improvement people. And basically what they said was, now if you can see, just behind me, got a clothes horse. Okay, drying the kids' clothes for school. And in this video they said, if you do this here, you'll get condensation, because I've got a window just over there. Okay, just to my left. Okay, if you do that, that will cause condensation there and cause mould. But if you go and look at that window, okay, which I'm not going to go and do right now, okay, no mould there, no condensation there. Why? Fundamental question is why? Why do I not have any mold or any condensation. Because if you pay attention to what they say, that there should be causing condensation and mold if you dry your clothes indoors. But to do that, you need poor circulation inside. So what's the easiest way to resolve that problem? One, most modern day windows have vents on them. Okay. And you do not have to be a rocket scientist. And this is something that's completely free. Anybody can do. As long as you're not stupid, okay, which I'm sure none of you are, okay, all you do is go and open the vents on your window. Okay. If you do that aids circulation. I appreciate you're probably not going to want to do it in the winter. Okay. But in the summer months or when it's slightly warmer and it's not too cold, open the vents. That will increase circulation inside and that will stop condensation and it will certainly stop mold, which can be a health hazard at the end of the day, especially if you've got young children like myself. You know, I do have young children and I have a child with Down syndrome and a heart condition as well. So I don't want her getting ill because I could do without the trips to hospital on a regular basis. Okay, so that's one way you can resolve it. Second way, which will cost you a bit of money, is getting a dehumidifier. None of these silly little bags like TikTok are telling you to do. Go and hang on there, and then you're going to end up replacing them and having to order more every week or every couple of weeks. Okay, get yourself a dehumidifier. Okay, pretty sure it's going to cost you a bit of money. I don't actually know how much a dehumidifier actually does cost. I'm sure I can probably find out pretty quickly as I'm at my computer. Look, how much are they? Most expensive one I've got here, Miko, whatever they're called, 140 quid. Cheapest one here, Pro Breeze, £30. There you go, 30 to 130 quid. Okay, get a dehumidifier. It will suck all the moisture that's in the air, and that's what actually can aid to the cause of mold on your windows at the end of the day. So do them basic things. Start off with the cheap and free way. Just open the vents in your windows. That should resolve it. If it doesn't, just invest in a dehumidifier. Don't go and buy all these stupid little things that aren't going to work and they're just going to cost you more and more money all the time. So I hope this helps everybody out a little bit. Okay. If you've enjoyed the video, please do like and subscribe. If you're, especially if you're new to the channel. But for now, thanks for watching, and we'll speak to you again a bit later.